the game, baby.
Does it feel better not feeling for me?
In my head, I thought that was
Does
good.
it feel better? It's not as sweet. The victory isn't as sweet, but I'm still happy about it.
That's weird. Oh, yeah, perfect.
That still counts. But
I thought the game was super fun and really different than anything I've played before.
it's
I was like, this is a terrible way to describe something.
What are
Oh my
we
God.
I had a great time tonight.
I really enjoyed it. It was a blast. It was really fun to connect with everybody and talk about random conversations and topics. It kind of keeps rolling and moving pretty quickly. It's a lot of fun. You actually learn a lot about people as you're having conversations and talking. You hear different stories, or you're just laughing and enjoying the aspect of picking up a random card and talking about a random person or thing.
I love it. Time.
Ooh,
Not bad.
I really enjoyed the game. It was a lot of fun. I liked that the other players were participating in each of my rounds, so it wasn't, the onus wasn't on me to talk the whole time. I could really engage with the other people, even though they were trying to work against me and make me go overtime.
They're going to be inappropriate, but he has.
I really like that this game is not just a conversation starter, but that it's competitive because you try to get the other people to talk over their time.
I think the game was really surprising to me because I thought initially the fact that you had to make people go over their time, that they would be very self-conscious about being conscious of not going over. But after a couple of rounds, everybody just opened up and it was super easy to get people to talk over their time.
You can make sure that they go over with their talking and communication, so you can take those chat bucks as fast as possible by just keeping that conversation going.
Well, I'm a competitive person, so yes, because there are bucks to be earned and to be lost. It was definitely competitive. I wanted to win on the star cards every time. Those were a really fun interjection that sped everything up, and I wanted to keep track of time to make sure I wasn't talking too long when it was my turn to talk.
You want those chat bucks, you want to hold on to them, you want to take them from other people, so it's fun.
It was really interesting sitting at the table with some of the people that I've known a long time, because sometimes I would talk about stories that we've gone way back with, and I would make them go over their time by talking about those stories.
I lost track of time constantly. I'm terrible at keeping time in my head, so yeah, I lost that one pretty bad. I really like the star cards because I was able to do more of a game I'm familiar with, the guessing game, but I am not good at keeping track of time in my head, so no, I was pretty bad at this.
The more you like a subject, I think time flies. If it's kind of something you have to work out, sometimes it takes a little longer and you can kind of tell time going by a little slower. But if you love something and people keep prodding you about it, time flies.
I did lose track of time, which was bad for me in the game, but lots of fun still because I lost track of time because I was talking to everybody and listening to what they were saying, and I was interested.
I'm actually better at keeping time for myself, and I'm pretty competitive, so it was harder, I think, for people to get me off time, but it was fun to get other people off time.
Yeah, I learned it like that. I mean, it's not just because I'm super smart.
It was. Honestly, initially we were unsure, but as soon as you read through the instructions and you kind of get going with the game, it's super easy to follow.
I really like the app. The app was really well done. As soon as I installed it, it went right to the page I needed it to be on. It works great. It was easy to use and really complements the game well.
Yes, it's a really interesting game to catch on to, and it's super fun.
I love it. Just get in there. Start talking.